the first to know. This is the Comrade Show. Make Comrade Show way. Comrade Lante Oriente. Live on Facebook and YouTube. Like us, follow us, and be the first to know. This is the Comrade Show. Make Comrade Show way. Comrade Lante Oriente. Live on Facebook and YouTube. Like us, follow us.
Yes, my people. A very good afternoon, good morning, good evening to you, depending on where you are joining us from. This is the Comrade Show, and I'm glad to welcome you to this edition of the program. And please, I want to quickly state that if you are joining me, please help share the broadcast. Let's get some numbers together. Yes, Henry Palacio, I already see you, my friend. God bless you. Kingsley Ogbebo, I see you. Thank you so very much. Compliment of the season. Yes. Greetings to all Edolites across the world. Yes, we're having a program just to come and give us some little updates on the Edo Street Lights program that the Comrade Show has embarked on, and of course, so many Edo people across the world and friends of Edo State are beginning to key into the project. And for us, we have made it a point of duty to always come out to update us on what is happening, what the plans are, and what the development is. Ebun Elizabeth Okoje, I see you. Compliment of the season. God bless you. Thank you so very much for joining us. Yes, Arobonosen Okokoni, thank you so very much. Greetings to you. Please share the broadcast. Help share the broadcast. Let's get some numbers together. Yes, Ebun is all the way from Ireland. God bless you, my friend. You are somebody. Thank you so very much for joining us. Yes. Please, let's get some numbers together so we can quickly give us some updates. I can tell you that tomorrow is very promising. It's promising because personally I am hugely humbled by the gesture, by the support of Edo people, by the willingness of the Edos, to support progress in Edo land, in Edo state. I'm honestly humbled, really humbled. And what we are seeing, from our people is humbling enough, to enable us at least to put us in that within that space, to want to deliver as much as possible as far as this project is concerned. We our commitment is unflinching. It's unflinching because of the level of support and commitment the Edos are showing towards not just this streetlight project, but so many other things that have to do with moving Edo forward. I'm happy, I'm glad, and I'm very thankful to everybody who is on the same page, with us as far as moving Edo forward is concerned. Thank you very much, Gospel Sas. I see you, Chris Osaigi. God bless you, my friend. Who you are, me? Monaco Matt, I see you. Greetings to you, Bishop Agawa. Osinachi Oliver, yes. Omokwale Franca, God bless you guys. Thank you so very much. Seasonal greetings to you. Compliment of the season. Of course, I know by the grace of God we had a wonderful Christmas celebration. Of course, we are preparing for the new year 2021, and we are hoping and praying that 2021 will be a prosperous year for all of us. And for us, we on the Comrade Show, we are looking to doubling our efforts, in everything we do towards the development of Edo State. We are committed, we are focused, and we are not moved. As a matter of fact, the vision is straight, is very clear, and we are going to be, definitely, keep our eyes on the ball. Yes, Festus, Ayetin, God bless you. Udin Asen Ogwa, my friend, I see you. Compliment of the season to you. Oladimeji, Olaneyi, thank you so very much. Look, I will start, by reiterating that, what we are doing, from the stable of the Comrade Show as far as this program is concerned, that those are key into is a gesture, for us to engender a process, some sort of a reorientation process for all of us, to begin to understand that there are those things that all of us individually and collectively can actually key into, to make our state a better place, to make Edo State a better place. Since I was born, before I was born, we've always been waiting for government. You understand what I'm saying? Now, governments have come. In fact, governments come, they go. They come, they go. Edo State remain Edo State. Okay? And so, it's imperative for us, in this, this time that we are in right now, the consciousness we now have right now, it becomes very imperative for us to see what we can do, to support our state. Because if we have a project that's going to cost 1 million naira, it may be difficult for one person to produce that 1 million naira. But when 50, 100, 200 people come together to want to put 1 million naira together, it will be a lot easier for them individually, to get it done. And so that is actually the nature of this project that we are doing. And I'm glad to report that so far so good. Those are showing good signs, that they are interested in this matter. They are part of not just the streetlight project. I've had a lot of communication with people who are already thinking of different areas in the state, doing different things across the state. You understand what I'm saying? And all of these things, we are not helping government. We are helping ourselves as a people. We are supporting Edo State. Because whatever effort everybody is going to be putting into the development of Edo State, from whatever strata, okay, it is all going to complement whatever any other person is doing or whatever government is doing. At the end of the day, the people that are moving forward, they are the Edo people. And that is the truth of the matter. And that is exactly what we want. That's the focus. That is the agenda. That is the idea. That we see one, okay, we are poised, we are motivated to see what that one has not seen and begin to do something in that direction. And we see what another person is doing, we are further motivated until it becomes cultural for us to begin to think outside of the box of government. You understand what I'm saying now? Meanwhile, that is not taking anything away from government. That is not to say we must not demand, hold government accountable. We must always hold government accountable. We must always demand and remind, those in government, what they promise, what they need to do. We must be on their toes. We must always, give them that close marking to ensure that they deliver the dividends of democracy to the people. We must keep on doing that. But while we are doing that, we will not lay all our energy into doing that. Okay? So we will equally, channel some energy towards, giving governors close marking, those in government close marking, reminding them of what they promised to do, holding them accountable. And while that is ongoing, we're equally thinking of some small things that are not going to be too demanding that we can do. It can be as little, like I said, I always make example with this, as little as you organizing, people around your neighborhood, to just clear around some bushes around your house. It could just be as little as that. That would be a huge contribution. It could just be as little as, organizing, to just remove debris from the gutter. You understand what I'm saying now? And it could just be as little as that. So when you look at it, when that becomes a culture for us, because right now we need a new culture. The kind of culture we have as a people is not a very good one. It's not a progressive culture. Okay, we've had a culture of worshiping people in authority. We have had a culture of blame games. At the end of the day, we that are blaming, we don't actually do much. We actually don't do. If there's nothing, we don't do nothing. Okay, we just blame. And some of us, when we are privileged to be saddled with the responsibility directly in government, some of us we're even worse than those that we're blaming in the past years before we had the opportunity and all of that. So we've had different kind of, very retrogressive culture as a people. You understand what I'm saying now? So that's why what we are doing is to try to see how we can engender a new form of culture, if not for Nigeria at the moment, but for Edo people. For those, and believe you me, what we are doing from the stable of the Comrade Show, by the grace of God, is already imparting, on the people. It's already, I'm getting calls every day. People are beginning to think outside of the box. People are beginning to think of what they can do, to engender change. You understand? And each person or group of persons are diversifying, doing what they think they can do. You understand what I'm saying? And putting their effort the same way those efforts are influencing others. So at the end of the day, we are looking at the project, to say in under 1 year, let us take a look back in retrospect and look at where Edo would be based on this whole reorientation, okay? And of course, see how much we have come. And when we continue like that, probably in the next 10 years, 15 years, the Edo of our dream would have become a reality. And I tell you, you hear people talk about the American dream. You hear people talk about, the vision of this and of that. It has never been unilateral. It's always been a matter of. Let me just take this call, please. 1 second. Hello. Bro, I'll call you back. I'm live. I'm on live right now. Okay, I'll call you back. All right. Yeah. So like I was saying, it's when we're serious about the Edo dream, it must be collective. It must not be that we distance ourselves and say, then now government supposed to do and not them supposed to do. I live in the UK. Okay, I know how many. Normally, if it's Nigeria, we just say, man, a government matter. I know how many. How many things, public spirited things have made donations to. It can be as little as just £4, £5. You understand what I'm saying? To the extent that I make monthly donations to, a private, ambulance program. You understand? Particularly in this time of COVID-19. Okay, there are this private, initiative of ambulance and all of that people pay into. I think I make about $4.99 donation on a monthly basis. A lot of people do that at the same. But you expect that the government is supposed to provide ambulances for the health sector. But everybody is making one contribution on the other. That is how the society is moving on. So we are looking at a society where in future, okay, while we hold, and yet in this UK, this is the place where they hold government most accountable, more than anywhere else in the world. You understand what I'm saying? And yet, these people holding government accountable to different things, these are the same people who are making individual contributions in various areas, whether it's financial, whether it's moral, whatever it is, to make the nation move forward. And I believe very strongly that we can do the same thing in Edo State. And a number of Edo people who are already key into this Operation Light Edo State up, okay, they are already showing huge examples. Okay, the Light Angels. I want to express, my profound gratitude to everybody that have, made donations towards this light project. And I want to thank you. You guys make it work, okay? But to zero down into the update specifically, for those who may not be aware, but let me break it down, okay? We have started a program, lighting Edo State together, lighting up Edo State together. That's actually the program. The whole idea is that this initiative came because of a thorough evaluation of the security situation in Edo State. And we discovered that darkness is playing a huge role in promoting insecurity in Edo State. And so, looking at the program that Governor Basaki has, which is, to light up a large expanse of Edo State, as a matter of fact, from what we heard from him, when they put it together, it's going to probably total, probably up to 40 kilometers, very large expanse if they put it all together. But we clearly know that this is not going to go everywhere. Okay, and we can understand. We can understand that. And so we now thought that, okay, we want to identify those spots, okay, in those states, areas where we where we know that criminal activities are really, really, taking place highly. And so, okay, let us now, galvanize our people through this program, and ask people to support the idea. And the whole idea is, right now, as I speak with you, a lot of people are already making donations, buying. We call it donate a light. When you donate a light to this program, you become a light angel to Edo State. And what we now do, a light is 45,000 naira, for one street light. I'll show you an example. This one was installed last week, for instance. You can see these ones. These were donated by people. This is a street that we did installation on last week. You see, the light is already there. The people are, in fact, today I got a call. No, it was yesterday. I got a call from this particular community at Opasak Mobile Road, Umelu, quarters, in Motown Street to be very precise. The people called me yesterday. They were full of gratitude, that this is ongoing. But the truth of the matter is that we only just use our platform, okay, to galvanize our people. You understand what I'm saying? And people made donations to this light. The lights are solar powered, lights, and of course they have motion sensors as well, which means that these lights go dim when nothing is happening. But as soon as they sense any movement, they come bright. You understand what I'm saying? And all of that. So the whole idea is for us to identify those hotspots, determine the number of lights that we're going to place in these identified hotspots, and place these lights there. You understand? And that is the program. And people are donating to the lights. They are solar powered and all that. And so we are beginning to move from place to place. In fact, I specifically want to mention, in gratitude to somebody 2 days ago. Okay, he finalized it yesterday. A Nigerian, an Edoma, okay, Mr. and Mrs. Lawrence. Can I get the full name now? I'll remember the full name shortly, and I'll mention it. The man donated 27 lights to this project. 27 lights. Okay? By the grace of God, the engineers they're having a time out this week. By the grace of God, on Tuesday next week, these lights will be installed in a full street. You understand what I'm saying now? We are going to be doing these lights at Enogie Street of Saple Road, just around Mandelas. Okay, we are going to be lighting up that entire stretch of the road. As a matter of fact, my team of volunteers went to that neighborhood yesterday to go and carry out an assessment of the area. I'll just play some sound bites from what their findings was, as it were. Just watch.
This is Comrade Show on the spot assessment of the Enogie end of Saple Road by Mandelas to assess the lighting of the area. As you can see, at this end of it, there are no street lights, and it's reportedly very, very dark at night. And a report reaching us that ugly incidents do occur at this vicinity during the dark hours, during the night. So Comrade Show have decided to take on the spot assessment of this particular area, so that with a view of lightening it up at night, so that the people can have a sigh of relief. On behalf of Comrade Show, I am Comrade D. Omoroge reporting. Thank you.
So that was actually just an excerpt of the movement of members of my volunteer team yesterday to take a look at the area. I got some other sound bites I'd like to show to us. This is somebody that was interviewed in that neighborhood. Just hear what he had to say.
This is Comrade D. Omoroge for the Comrade Show. We are right here with a respondent from the Enoge Street axis by Mandilas off Saple Road. And we want to have on the spot assessment. Sir, what is your name, sir?
Hello, good evening. My name is Mr. Alohan Esosa. Live in beside Malase Street, Estate, number 5 Enoge Street. For this Enoge Street at night is very, very dark. No street light, nothing. You can see just the back of the Malase Street. There's a street light over that way. It's this very man, what is the name of this man? We did that visit, but he now end up in Malase Street. So at night, Enoge Street, they used to rob us in this place, different things. Everywhere will be dark. People will be walking along the street, they will just drag their back from there. So we are afraid of, we use this medium to beg you so that you can be able to fix up our street light. You can be able to do it. May God bless you and your mighty God bless you and give you that prosperity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Your name again, sir?
I'm Mr. Alohan Esosa.
Thank you.
Yes, and of course they equally did, have some conversation with, some was it Keke Pep riders, at the junction of that particular, road. Let's take play this sound by so that I come back, then we just try to round off on the.
We are here with another respondent again, who is a driver here. So we want to also ask him to give us on the spot assessment of what is happening around this area, Enoge area by Mandilas. Sir, what is your name, sir?
Okay, my name is Francis.
Okay, so how is this area at night?
At night, always be dark in the night because there's no street light.
Okay, so what do you want us to do? What do you want
normally,
to be done?
At least in times of night, we know night is night. So at least because of that night sake, that there's supposed to be a light. At least we need a street light in this place.
All right. Yeah. We are here with another.
So my people, so this way, it's been part of how the movement is being like. If you look at this neighborhood right now, it's a very busy neighborhood. This neighborhood is just around Saple Road area, and all that. And one thing I found out about this neighborhood is because of the darkness, how dark this area is at night. A lot of the time, economic activities that you expect to extend beyond certain time, people just quickly run home, you understand? So, apart from these lights, helping to curb the issue of insecurity in Edo State, we expect that when Edo is where, is well lit, with enough light as it were, I believe very strongly that economic activities will equally improve. The good thing about these lights that we are installing right now is that they are solar power. They don't depend on BDC or NEPA or any other source. These lights just need to just be, just to be charged during the day, just for receive sunlight for 2 hours during the day, and they are ready to power to light for about 12 hours. So if they get sunlight, they get charged with sunlight for 2 hours during the day, they are ready to power the entire night for at least 12 hours. So what we've got, the light that we've got, it's very apt for our own system and all that. And somebody did ask me about maintenance and all those things. Right now, the arrangement we have, based on the MOU we have reached with the engineers, as it were, is that one, for the next 12 months, the price will not change. Because if I tell you, we've got this light now for 45,000 naira, but we dragged from some point that we are going to have a lot of these things done, was how we now arrived at this price. We didn't actually factor any other thing into it, as it were, because while these guys were outside, the volunteers, and they were making inquiries about these, we're receiving figures of 80, 90, 100,000, even 200,000 street lights, per street light. And I knew that there was no way I would be reasonably be able to present that, to Edo people to say, man, one street light is going to cost us 200,000, 180 or 120, as it were. So we really need to have very serious negotiation with these people to get to this point. Now they are even putting pressure that, man, look, Naira is depreciating badly, is affecting cost of materials and this and that, And I said, man, we already have an agreement. And so we are going to definitely, until the next 12 months, this thing will not be reviewed. Okay, and so that's the arrangement we've reached. Then the other aspect is that within the next 12 months as well, they have a duty to equally maintain the lights, to make sure they've given us 1 year guarantee, which means that whatever happens, they will always go back to get it fixed. You understand what I'm saying now? That is a deal we struck with them. That after 1 year, well, what we are doing is when we finish installing the lights, before we start, we liaise with the neighbors in the area. We talk to them and all of that, and we let them know that they own the lights, which means that they have a primary responsibility to protect the lights in their neighborhood. Okay, and whatever happens in the course of the next 12 months, okay, they should let us know. Immediately, we'll call the engineer to go back to site and fix whatever is happening to any of the lights. Okay, and the arrangement will be subject to renegotiation after 12 months. So, which means, and the intention is that at the end of the first 12 months, which is 1 year, we'll definitely hand everything over to the neighborhood so that they start taking care of the lights. That's exactly, in fact, that's what we've done with the pilot, which I samples of which I showed you earlier, which are these. Okay. As a matter of fact, we had a very good interview with the Okai Dun, which is like the Odion Were, or the leader of that particular neighborhood in Motown Street. And of course they are happy, more than happy, to with the project. As a matter of fact, let me play some bite of the interview we had with him, so that you guys know where we are coming from. And it is this same pilot scheme that we are using to approach every other aspect of this project. You understand what I'm saying now? The same style, the same this thing that we have used. So any area we go to, the same thing that we have used for the pilot that we use for all other areas that we are going to be going to.
Yes, this is the Okaidun of Emotan Street.
Comrade Julius Irawi.
Comrade Julius Irawi has been following us round through this project put together by the Comrade Show, supported by several individuals across the world. Daddy, how do you feel with this project that has been done today?
Well, very, very fun. I'm highly elated. First and foremost, let me officially introduce myself. I'm Comrade Julius Irawi, one-time state chairman of Amalgamated Union of Public Corporations, Civil Service Technical and Recreational Services Employee, OPTA. That is a very great union in Nigeria. We have a producing NSC chairman, national and otherwise. For the project of this street light being installed in a motor, in short, I'm very, very happy. So happy. And at the same time, my people are happy. And we thank you, we appreciate you for what you have done. And we also appreciate you for what you are here to do for us. We know we will do more for us. So thank you very much, you and your followers. I say thank you. Like I said, yes.
Okay.
There's an adage in Benin that says, when it is dark, flower in your compound turn human. That is to say, which you have removed from our site now. When we come out at night, we can see our place bright. We will not even think of turning a grass to a human being. So that is the issue of darkness and light. We say thank you and we appreciate you. Well, like I'll be saying, as a comrade, we believe in Oliver Twist that always asks for more. Like the other day I said, today you are for light. If tomorrow you are for road construction, please remember Emotan Street, Umelu, of Sensible, so that the development will come out brighter than as it is now. Well, thank you very much. God bless.
We have another respondent here now. What's your name?
My name is Francis Gideon.
What's the name of this area?
Musheshe.
In Upper Sakomba area. So what the Comrade Show is installing solar power street lights here.
I appreciate, because here sometimes the robbers, they do terrorize us here because darkness. You know, where there is no light, people say bad people can even hide. So I appreciate, at least with this one, they even break my store. As you can see, if you can look deeply, they made away with my many stuff. And this light will actually help us because light is security. So thank you very much.
Your name again?
Francis Gideon. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you.
Anyhow, I'm just playing some bites of people in the neighborhood and all that. So at the end of the day, by the grace of God, for the concern being expressed by some people about securing the lights and all of that, it's already a project that we have handed over to the neighborhoods, as it were, so that they can take charge. But we'll be in charge for the first 1 year, for the next 12 months. After that, we hand it over to them, so that they continue the maintenance from there. I sincerely, want to appreciate the light angels. You can see, like we promised, for everybody who's giving us a light, okay, when you donate a light, that we don't want to pass through any rigorous process of auditing. The project audit itself. You give us a light, your name is written on that particular light. This is the way the inscription is like. I give this an example of the inscription that I'm showing you right now. Your name is written on it. The Comrade Show project donated by whoever it is. You understand what I'm saying, and it is visible. It is just. I think I do have some. If you look at the street lights very well, this one I'm going to show you now. You see the name of the donor is written here. If you are close to that place, you can easily see it and all that. So this is exactly how it is. So that at the end of the day, by the time we install, we are easily able to tell you that your own street light is at so and so place. Okay, all you need to do, you could send somebody to go there and verify. You understand what I'm saying, and all that. So we want each person who is part of the project as a light in there to own the project. So we're not going to come here and start saying this one bring 1 naira, that one bring 2 naira. No, really. This one donate light, this one donate light. So we are not actually opening too much doors for many nyama inside the matter. But as far as money is involved in this matter, so we are looking at the light angels, as it were. You understand the picture of what I'm saying? And that's how it's been. And I particularly very, very appreciative of. We've done the first phase, with the Motown Street. We've talked about this, the donors a number of times in our last programs and all of that, and we appreciate them. We are grateful to them. Beyond, we are equally getting support from a number of other Edo people all across the world. And like I said, it is not a project for Edo people who live abroad alone. It's a project for all Edos all across. And I must make bold to thank the new set of people right now there are those who gave us light before, there are those who are giving us light again. Patience Ifweko, thank you so very much for your support so far. Dr. Loretta Oboroko, wonderful lady, great leader, great personality, thank you so very much. Members of the Edo Dynasty, equally, they've showed some, Edo Dynasty organization, Edo Dynasty United organization, they've equally shown some support, and they are willing to partner with the Comrade Show to get this thing, going. Femi Obano, God bless you, a great follower of the Comrade Show, equally has supported, immensely. I'm very thankful to you. Of course, Mr. and Mrs. Lawrence Osagie, Oba Zurame, may God bless you and your households. May God bless your family. You guys are taking this project to another level. These people I just mentioned right now. They are the ones that donated 27 lights. They want us to light a whole street, as it were. Of course, I must equally mention Joseph Osagie, who is equally supporting this project and even doing it in a very massive way himself. So these are, and some other people, if today some other persons have equally shown support. You understand? Subsequently, I'm going to equally be reeling out their names and all of that. So this one puts us on a very good pedestal, Next week, by the grace of God, we're probably going to install 2 streets. And we move on from there. As we are getting the lights, we are programming them for where they are going to be. And we'll come here and give the reports, about where, and all of that. And we're actually developing our website further to, of course, be updating the website in a page on the website where the light ingest will equally be. You understand what I'm saying? I'll be registered, so anybody can actually go there and see who the light ingest has been. Now, I must say that we are very open, to this. This is not a personalized arrangement. These areas they are doing these installations right now. I don't even know whether I know those areas that much. Well, everybody make my worry. You know what I'm saying now? I know that. So I don't have any connection directly with any of these areas. Okay, but the idea that we're already moving in a progressive way towards this direction, for me, is fulfilling. That's the honest truth. So we are open to participation with organizations. You understand? I think Lisa B. Osa, has already, it's on Facebook. I said that he's already discussing with some people that could, participate in this. So look, man, apart from individual, contributions, donation of lights and all of that, we are open to participation. Because at the end of the day, if we can embrace ourselves and embrace private investors to give Edo State lights, even the government has to be low when they have lights. So have a million and have a channel on it. So you are there at the end of the day, because Edo State gets an average of 100 billion on a yearly basis. SIR anything. I mean, the problem in Edo State is massive. I mean, when I mean problem, as in the issues that need to be addressed. So even if a government that gets 100 billion on a yearly basis is there for 20 years, if any can say, we are still going to keep on saying government should do this, government should do that, government should do that. So that's why I say, man, look, we are no longer going to be waiting for government. We will be drawing government to do what they have to do, but we'll be doing what we have to do, on our own. And so that's what this whole thing is about. So I want to appreciate you guys. I want to thank everybody. So far so good. The project is ongoing, and please, if you are led, if you are carried, my discussion is not for everybody. It is for those who can key into it, who have the wherewithal to key into it, and who believe in the project. And this is why I'm very, very, very extremely thankful, to the family of Mr. and Mrs. Lawrence Usagi Obazoran. I am gracious to this family. The reason is clear. You understand what I'm saying now? For somebody who don't know you, okay, but just see your platform, believes in you, is able to part with over ₦1 million to say, take, I believe in your project, go and do this. For someone to be able to just say, man, I don't know you, but I'm parting with this 45,000 naira, okay, get a light. Look, man, we are very appreciative of your trust, and all we now have is the responsibility of protecting our integrity to ensure that we deliver as we say. And that's what this whole thing is about. And the multitude of those that have been donating to this project, supporting with the lights and every other thing, they are doing so because they believe. And so our message is to those kind of Edo people. You understand what I'm saying now? If you are there, you are pessimistic, you have a right to be. You understand? But stand by, Probably along the line, you yourself will be convinced. But the whole idea, there is nothing personal, like I keep on saying. It is not about Lamte, it's not about a Comrade Show per se. It is about Edo State. You understand? So today, I want to appreciate somebody. I've not seen what he sent, but I will appreciate him. Omoruyi Anthony Ajibola, wonderful person, a light angel himself. Okay? See what we are doing today. These are things I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying now? I am particularly moved. He said, hello Lamte, I have prepared a tracking document in MS Excel for Edo State street lighting project. I think the tool will assist in keeping record of the project. I can send the document via email. And I sent him an email. And he has replied that he has sent the document. Now, this thing he has sent, I think it is going to be very, very, very helpful. I've not seen it, but the gesture that he himself is thinking of how to make this a success, it's humbling. It's humbling. I mean, Lisa B just wrote on Facebook and said he's trying to negotiate with some what's it called maybe NGO or whatever to equally key into this project. That people are already thinking towards this direction. But for me, it's humbling, and I'm sincerely grateful to you. And believe me, Edo State, okay, posterity will remember everybody for the contributions we are making. Everybody. Posterity will remember all of us. You understand? Because the service that we are carrying out, it's selfless, it's public spirited, is driven out of the love that we have for our state, for our land. And of course, is driven by the passion that we have, that we cannot just pass through this world as noisemakers. For us, for me personally, from the Comrade Show, I don't want to be the one who criticizes, who talks and talks and talks and talks. I want to be part of problem solving. So for me, that is a huge motivation. Solve problem, encourage people to imbibe the spirit of problem solving, to imbibe the spirit of civic responsibility, not waiting for anybody. You understand? To do those little things around us that we have to do. That is my own fulfillment. That is my gain in this particular matter. The last time I made broadcast concerning this, I did say, and this is true, I am working tonight. In the next few hours, what time is it now? Okay, so it's almost 5 o'clock. In the next 2 hours, I'll be off to work. I've already told myself that my weekly wage, okay, so percentage of it is going to this project. So that's why I don't have to really bother anybody much about how I facilitate my volunteers. That one is purely like my responsibility. You understand what I'm saying now? And all of that. I have to facilitate them. But I mean, after the next 2-3 projects in Benin City right now, they will be traveling to Edo North, to Edo Central. There's a place we already identified, some place identified already at Auchi. We are extending this program around the entire Edo State. So by the time we get support, and the support is massive, there is the possibility that every street in Edo State can actually be lighted up through this program. By people just participating, by collaborations with corporate bodies, even if you cannot, bring, support the project directly with finance because you don't have, which I will believe, but you have links to organizations, to corporate bodies, to people who have enough, who can actually key into this project and all of that. Look, we are open to it. If I wake up tomorrow and I see that we have a partnership that is going to engage the whole of Benin City to say, man, we are lighting up the whole of Benin City, man, or you know, and it's coming from you or from you. I will not be coming here to be talking every day. If I energy me yagwan, me there anyo me ngo ne ho me yadra me. Or they reduce. I will not be coming here to be begging, to be appealing. No. It will be that way. And there are people out there really who can actually help us get this thing done. That is why what I know is not what you know. What you know is not what I know. You may be there listening to me right now. You know somebody, you know a corporate organization, you know an NGO, you know Big Gate Foundation. You know that the aspects of them can actually, you have access to them and they can actually, partner with this program to get those states, lighted up. My friend, think outside of the box. Don't worry too much about, your own support. Oh, 1 million for the 5,000 you have the light. But think of what other things that you possibly could do. And again, I stand here to want to encourage all Edo people. It's not going to be about light alone. There are so many aspects of Edo State that we can key into and make things happen to change our land for good. For every meaningful change that we contribute to, it's not the visible the immediate advantage now, like we are doing this light matter right now. The expected advantage is that where it will help to curb insecurity, curb security challenges. We can have more light. It will help to improve economic activities. We can have more light. Okay, we are looking at those ones, but it will be a lot more than that. That the fact that you are not a senator, you are not a House of Rep member, you don't serve in government, you are just an ordinary Edo person. The fact that you can come up with an initiative that is life-changing for the people, you have equally inspired some other people to think of something else they can do as well. This is on the bottom line of this idea. So that in the next 4-5 years, let us see how much of reorientation oil like do. Edo may actually just set a new template for this kind of agenda. Reorientating the mind. Making us understand that we have to work to eat. We don't have to go to one church and fast for 40 days and 40 nights, believing that miracle is going to fall from heaven. You've got to work. A Bible or don't despise the days of your little beginnings. So let us put effort in those little beginnings. Let us put effort in those things that we can do. Let's not just wait for one period. We are praying for 50 days, 50 nights, 100 days, 100 nights, expecting that by the time we feel from that prayer, the thing will just fall. We have to work. So let us begin to imbibe that spirit, that ideology, that idea that for change to happen, it must be deliberate, it must be calculated, it must be collected, it must be planned out. It must not be by miracle. It must not be by magic. It must be by a deliberate effort by all of us or those expecting the change to make that change happen. And that's what we are doing. That's what we believe. I thank God. I mean, the privilege of God led me outside of Nigeria. And what I have seen outside of Nigeria is exactly the things right now that kind of I am using the voice I have to try to practicalize for my state. Because it's what is happening where I am. A government is working here. Different things that in fact, there's an hospital in Mewahem, and I work in that hospital as well. A government of boy, the people obey the hospital. The British people or boy, a government of boy. I work sometimes in that hospital in Wakana. So there are so many things, and Edo people. A project now has told me where when Edo people when here move for change, they will. They demonstrated it to elect Governor Obaseki, to re-elect Governor Obaseki. Now, a microcosm of that is what I'm seeing with this project right now. Because Edos believe they want the Edo land to change. And so every initiative that comes, no engender a change, they are willing to key to it if it is reasonable, if it is trustworthy. So my people, it's all what it's about. I want to say more is to lie. Why baby we sound like there, to be honest, if you want to go but to assure us the project is ongoing by next week, by the grace of God, we are going to equally deliver, some streets. So you told them. I will only talk about Inogie. We'll be doing Inogie next week by the grace of God. We'll be doing. We have one light for Universal. I will probably make it 2 if it's possible. Show my only the Ahwe or Yahweh. I've begged the engineer. Not make at it time. It's possible tomorrow or the after tomorrow. We'll put one at the Universal just by Medical Stores Road Junction. It was supposed to have been done last week, but the pressure of work on the other side now is too much. But they'll be doing it either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So, but only it's not a major one. They are just going to work there, and put the light there and all that. But this major one, this Inogie Street, just by opposite Mandilas off Saple Road and all of that, we are going to have an extensive project on that. Then from there, probably a day or two after, we'll be going to near I don't know the street for now. But area will to go down all year. So we have this Odoni, and I want to thank the brother who is supporting that. He wants to be anonymous, so you can't mention any. But this brother is donating about 9 lights towards that particular street in Mariana. You know, Mariana, not Rebel Tubuni. I will not mention his name because he wants to be anonymous, not taking any street in it. But I thank him, you know, and all of that, you know. So we'll be doing that. So next week is going to be a bit busy, and of course we equally have other lights donated for our areas that we have identified. You know, I know where now the areas are increasing. As a matter of fact, there's somewhere around Ogida, somewhere around Uwelu. You know, you have mentioned Uwelu, then Ugbowo, somewhere around Awosasogi area, Nova, UBTH area, you know, just spots like that around Benin. Then also around Auchi and all that. So they've identified some of these things and all of that. So we'll be quite working on all this, but we just want to, you know, Okade. So that's why we are taking it. So my people, please, the lighting up Edo State project is our project. It's not my personal project. Please, all I'm doing is to galvanize, to help, you know, combine everybody together. That's what I'm doing, providing leadership. The money holistically is not coming from my pocket. You understand it, and all of that. So, and I really want to appreciate those. There are people who are supposed to give. Somebody just sent in 50,000 naira today, you know, for light. You know, for the 5,000 for light. Apparently, the very 5,000 to support the movement of my volunteers. I thank you so much. That's a huge gesture. Novi supported the project. Equally makes life easy for me, and I equally thank my brother. You know, who equally, you know, donated 27 lights. He equally added, you know, some some 5,000 or 10,000 on top of it as well. Now we facilitated a volunteer. So I'm glad I always say for that gesture. So about Adebawa and all of that. So I would say that, and I appreciate these people, you know, for that for the effort. So also, like I always say, I will not fail to mention some people who are behind this project. You don't see them, you know, you may not see them often. You probably will see them once in a while. Best Ogomu. Thank you so much, my brother. You know, it's one of those behind this project, one of the committee members I have working for this project. Dr. Loretta Boroko, of course, my daddy in the house. Ambassador Matthew BQ Waifu, His Very Excellency. Thank you so very much. Of course, I will not fail to mention Dr. C. Baba. Thank you so much. Sebaba is in Canada. He's equally part of this whole project. Sebaba is another wonderful angel. You know, if you have them around you, in fact, I'm in love, man. That's what they are demonstrating. Of course, my musketeers, their support is just wonderful. Talking of Austin Iremiran, from Austin Iremiran, of course, Dr. Tony Agbons. You guys are massive. Of course, every other person. Today, I will reappreciate this brother, Omorui Anthony Ajibola. Thank you so much. You know, he prepared an Excel document, which I'm going to be taking a look at later, to make, you know, the recording of these things easier for us. And I think that's thank you. What I always say. And do people, thank you so much. Please, if you can support the project, please do. You want an account? Let us, you know, just inbox us, you know, through the Comrade Show, of course, or you visit thecomradeshow.com. Of course, every information you need there. You can pay online as well if you want to, but if you want to pay into the account, of course, we provide you the account as well and all that. So that's how it's been, and that's how we are rolling. And by the grace of God, for every donation we get, we'll come here and announce them. And if you are donating, please endeavor to send us the details of the donation. Send us pay the receipt and everything. That one will help us to, you know, update our records. It's very important. You understand what I'm saying? So my people, thank you very, very much. Osabo Adebawa, and for that'll be for now. You understand? We will not respond to irrelevant things. Okay. I'll come our way again to give us further updates on this project as it is going, and so shall it be at the moment. May God bless you all. May God bless Edo State. May God bless the governor of Edo State. May God bless the people of Edo State. May God bless Nigeria, and of course, may God bless Nigerians. Until I see you again, I remain Comrade Lamte Oriaki, signing out for now. God bless.
Make Comrade Show way. Comrade Lamte Oriaki, live on Facebook and YouTube. Like us, follow us, and be the first to know. This is the Comrade Show. Make Comrade Show way. Comrade Lamte Oriaki, live on Facebook and be the first to know. Please.